Welcome to our exploration of Thanksgiving and gratitude today. We're continuing to work with Robin Wall Kilmerer and her beautiful book, Braiding Sweetgrass. And maple sugar is something that many of us really enjoy. And it comes as a gift from the trees, the sugar maples. And maples are such a gift in so many different ways. I noticed that the songbirds are back. A lot of the birds are back here as well this time of year. The theme that we're working with this month is walking softly on the earth and with each other. And one of the prerequisites, I think, for walking softly is that we have to be aware that we're walking and where we're walking and what is the environment around us to really enhance that connection that we have, that many people are very disconnected from. We're talking about the environment and global warming, and models predict that the climate of New England will become hostile to sugar maples in this century. And as we are negotiating our way through how we feel about the environment changing and the climate change, we need to find some ways to land. And so this is one of them. There's a couple of pictures of maples in Canada. The maple leaf is our national tree, our national leaf. It's on our flag as well. These are words from Robin. The maple sap flows like a stream of water with only a trace of sweetness to remind the people both of possibility and of responsibility. It takes 40 gallons of sap to make a gallon of syrup. So if we were to think about when we have maple syrup on our food or in a drink or something, to think of the origin of that, the trees, the sunshine, the oxygen, the air, the work, the harvesting, how did it get to our plate? She says, their gift to me is far greater than I have the ability to reciprocate. Perhaps all I can do is love them. What I have in mind for now is to go through the Thanksgiving address. As she says in her book, Braiding Sweetgrass, Thanksgiving address is a river of words as old as the people themselves. I'll go through each segment and then we'll pause. And then I'll go through another one and we'll pause. You can close your eyes. You could look around at your own environment. Okay, today we have gathered, and when we look upon the faces around us, we see that the cycles of life continue. We have been given the duty to live in balance and harmony with each other and all living things. So now let us bring our minds together as one, as we give greetings and thanks to each other as people. Now our minds are one. We are thankful to our Mother, the Earth, for she gives us everything that we need for life. She supports our feet as we walk about upon her. It gives us joy that she still continues to care for us, just as she has from the beginning of time. To our Mother, we send thanksgiving, love, and respect. Now our minds are one. We give thanks to all of the waters of the world for quenching our thirst, for providing strength and nurturing life for all beings. We know its power in many forms: waterfalls and rain, mists and streams, rivers and oceans, snow and ice. We are grateful that the waters are still here and meeting their responsibility to the rest of creation. Can we agree that water is important to our lives and bring our minds together as one to send greetings and thanks to the water? Now our minds are one. We turn our thoughts to all of the fish life in the water. They were instructed to cleanse and purify the water. They also give themselves to us as food. We are grateful that they continue to do their duties, and we send to the fish our greetings and our thanks. Now our minds are one. Now we turn toward the vast fields of plant life. As far as the eye can see, the plants grow, working many wonders. They sustain life, many life forms. With our minds gathered together, we give thanks and look forward to seeing plant life for many generations to come. Now our minds are one. When we look about us, we see that the berries are still here, providing us with delicious foods. The leader of the berries is the strawberry, the first to ripen in the spring. Can we agree that we are grateful that the berries are with us in the world and send our thanksgiving, love, and respect to the berries? Now our minds are one. With one mind, we honor and thank all of the food plants we harvest from the garden, especially the three sisters who feed the people with such abundance. Since the beginning of time, the grains, vegetables, beans, and fruit have helped the people survive. Many other living things draw strength from them as well. We gather together in our minds all the plant foods and send them a greeting and thanks. Now our minds are one. Now we turn to the medicine herbs of the world. From the beginning, they were instructed to take away sickness. They are always waiting and ready to heal us. We are so happy that there are still among us those special few who remember how to use the plants for healing. With one mind, we send thanksgiving, love, and respect to the medicines and the keepers of the medicines. Now our minds are one. Standing around us, we see all the trees. The earth has many families of trees who each have their own instructions and uses. Some provide shelter and shade, others fruit and beauty, and many useful gifts. The maple is the leader of the trees to recognize its gift of sugar when the people need it most. Many peoples of the world recognize a tree as a symbol of peace and strength. With one mind, we greet and thank the tree life. Now our minds are one. We gather our minds together to send our greetings and thanks to all the beautiful animal life of the world who walk about with us. They have many things to teach us as people. We are grateful that they continue to share their lives with us and hope that it will always be so. Let us put our minds together as one and send our thanks to the animals. Now our minds are one. We put our minds together as one to send our greetings and thanks to all the birds who move and fly about over our heads. Each morning they greet the day and with their songs remind us to enjoy and appreciate life. The eagle was chosen to be their leader and to watch over the world. To all the birds from the smallest to the largest, we send our joyful greetings and thanks. Now our minds are one. We are thankful for the powers we know as the four winds. We hear their voices in the moving air as they refresh us and purify the air we breathe. They help to bring the change of seasons. From the four directions they come, bringing us messages and giving us strength. With one mind, we send our greetings and thanks to the four winds. Now our minds are one. Now we turn to the west, where our grandfathers, the thunder beings, live. With lightning and thundering voices, they bring with them the water that renews life. We bring our minds together as one to send greetings and thanks to our grandfathers, the thunderers. We now send greetings and thanks to our eldest brother, the sun. Each day without fail, he travels the sky from east to west, bringing the light of a new day. He is the source of all the fires of life. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to our brother, the sun. Now our minds are one. We put our minds together and give thanks to our oldest grandmother, the moon, who lights the nighttime sky. She is the leader of women all over the world, and she governs the movement of the ocean tides. By her changing face, we measure time, and it is the moon who watches over the arrival of children here on earth. Let us gather our thanks for Grandmother Moon together in a pile, layer upon layer of gratitude, and then joyfully fling that pile of thanks high into the night sky so that she will know. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to our grandmother, the moon. We give thanks to the stars who are spread across the sky like jewelry. We see them at night, helping the moon to light the darkness and bringing dew to the gardens and growing things. When we travel at night, they guide us home. With our minds gathered as one, we send greetings and thanks to Grandmother Moon, the stars. Now our minds are one. We gather our minds to greet and thank the enlightened teachers who have come to help through the ages. When we forget how to live in harmony, they remind us of the way we were instructed to live as people. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to these caring teachers. Now our minds are one. And the image here is Fiery Jean Gravelin, lifeasmedicine.ca, where you can learn more about her teachings, for which I am very grateful. We now turn our thoughts to the Creator or Great Spirit and send greetings and thanks for all the gifts of creation. Everything we need to live a good life is here on Mother Earth. For all the life that is still around us, we gather our minds together as one and send our choicest words of greetings and thanks to the Creator. Now our minds are one. We have now arrived at the place where we end our words. Of all the things we have named, it is not our intention to leave anything out. If something was forgotten, we leave it to each individual to send such greetings and thanks in their own way. Now our minds are one. And there are links here to the Thanksgiving address that was read by Charlie Flight. You can listen to that on YouTube. Back to braiding sweetgrass. Imagine raising children in a culture in which gratitude is the first priority. Each part of creation is thanked in turn for fulfilling its creator given duty to others. This is a quote from Frida Jacques, a clan mother. It reminds you every day that you have enough, more than enough. Everything needed to sustain life is already here. When we do this every day, it leads us to an outlook of contentment and respect for all creation. Leadership is not rooted in power and authority, but in service and wisdom. While expressing gratitude seems innocent enough, it is a revolutionary idea. In a consumer society, contentment is a radical proposition. Recognizing abundance rather than scarcity undermines an economy that thrives by creating unmet desires. Can we agree to be grateful for all that is given? This is again from Braiding Sweetgrass. Our allegiance lies with the winds and waters that know no boundaries, that cannot be bought or sold. Thanksgiving also reminds us of how the world was meant to be in its original condition. Cultures of gratitude are also cultures of reciprocity. Each person is bound to every other in a reciprocal relationship. Duties and gifts are two sides of the same coin. These words are a gift of the Haudenosaunee to the world. Now our minds are one.